Hey, what's up? Jules here, and this is Out of Your Comfort Zone. Um, I'm not going to play anything right now because I really don't feel like it. I was playing earlier today, and I had a post earlier a couple hours ago about, when I was playing some music, but now I'm not really in the mood. In fact, I'm more in the mood of just kind of, I don't know, talking, I guess. Not really. I don't know. Um, as this 4-day-old podcast or webcast is it's about um, you know moving past your struggles, like anxiety and depression and PTSD, any of those things. And again, other health issues. It doesn't matter what it is. I have fibromyalgia on top of it. But anyways, the whole point of these webcasts were, to kind of help me work through some things, especially as a performer, as an entertainer, and as just this journey I'm on right now, and I'm kind of struggling with. I guess instead I just kind of needed to make that connection with you and just kind of just tell you that I feel really fucking shitty right now. Really don't have a big understanding as to why I feel really shitty right now, but I do. And I kind of, part of the reason I started this is I do want it to somewhat evolve into a video journal, I guess. Not just about music or entertaining. I want it to be a little bit about everything, but the whole core, the crux of this is about being just sharing my struggles and my difficulties and finding ways through them and sharing them with you and hopefully connecting with you, and so you can maybe something I say or do strikes a chord with you, and we can connect. But at any rate, I hope this isn't really awfully boring and stuff, but I just right now feel the need to just kind of just make that connection with somebody, with you right now. So I appreciate you watching and listening. But yeah, I feel really shitty today. Started out feeling not so bad, but I was kind of crappy, but I pushed myself to, do a post and, to come up with a new song and then, do a post with it and all of that, and to try to organize my thoughts and get through some things for the next couple of days. And now instead I just feel like shit. And that happens, I guess. I mean, it just happens, no matter what. It seems like, no matter how hard I try to be positive or how much I try to distract myself into positive things, I can't seem to move past certain things and get to a better place. So as I think I shared earlier, I've thrown out the rule book when it comes to broadcasting, when it comes to doing, podcasting, webcasting, the professional way, the way I know how to do it as a broadcaster, because as a creator, as a creative person, that's not how I function. I have all the knowledge and I have all the know-how, and I utilize it when I need it, but otherwise I want things to grow organically and develop on their own and take on a life of their own without me interfering. You know what I mean? Just me being there to help guide it along, to help things get better into a place where, this, hopefully this webcast will take on a life of its own. So, something a little different today. I just, feel like shit. And I just kind of wanted to take the time to reach out to somebody and say that, it's, I don't really know how to move past that. I've been playing music for part of the day, most of the day. Didn't help a lot. I did another post earlier. Didn't really help a whole lot. Now I'm just angry and furious and just frustrated, not just because of, what's going on in the world, the quarantine and everything. I'm not a person who can be idle. I need to always be working and doing something because this just never turns off. So if it's not focused on something positive and productive, then it goes to a really bad place. And I can't get myself out of those bad places. And then things get worse and worse and worse. So I've been trying to, find things that work, new resources, new tools, and, music's been a big part of it. All creativity's been a big part of it, but it's not always easy. And right now, that's not really working. The medication's not really working. Nothing's really working. And I just don't really know what to do or who to reach out to or what to say or anything, because my head is just, it's like there's this flash flood that goes through my head, but at the same time there's like nothing there, and then suddenly a flash flood, and then I'm a couple of feet below the surface, just dead in the water. I can't move, I can't take a breath, I can't get my head above the water, above the surface, and and that's kind of how I feel. And it's like that day to day with a lot of the things that I struggle with, with PTSD and different anxiety issues and panic attacks and all the other shit I've been talking about, and I work very hard to stay positive and motivated and do positive and creative things to help alleviate that, but it doesn't always work, like I said, and today is just one of those days where it's not. And I don't, this isn't meant to be boo-hoo sad for me or anything like that. I feel pity and sympathy are destructive emotions, and they don't actually really benefit anybody. Empathy is something different. If you can empathize with somebody, that's helpful because you're able to put yourself into their position. You're able to take on their emotions. You're able to feel their thoughts, hear their thoughts, their emotions, their feelings, everything they're going through. And empathy is helpful. But the whole reason I'm sharing this stuff is, to get it out of me because I need to release it. But I also, I'm hoping, it's helpful for somebody else. So it's not just me struggling, and me going on and on and on about my problems, but it's somebody who may be able to relate to my issues or, my struggles, who have similar ones and feel safe enough to reach out. Again, everything's about connection. I'm a big believer in quantum physics, quantum mechanics. I believe that everything's connected. There's no God without science, and there's no science without God, and everything's connected. I'm a very spiritual person, and that's kind of what's gotten me through the last several years, well, pretty much my whole life. But even those days, those are times that are really tough. And right now, it's just been, I feel very, I don't know, confused. Like it's hard for me if I don't maintain a relationship with somebody, like constantly in contact with them on a regular basis, day to day basis or whatever, then it's, I start going to that place where I question the relationship. I question whether, I question other people's motives. I question whether or not they're, that anything is, that relationship is real, it's important, it's genuine, and that's due to my own experiences throughout my life of being, neglected emotionally and verbally abused and everything. And again, this isn't, that's not what I'm looking for. I don't want sympathy, pity, or any of that shit. I'm just simply trying to express what I'm dealing with and why I'm struggling, and hoping that, somebody somewhere, can identify with that and that maybe help them. But I don't know. Right now, it's just shit sucks. I wish I could play something that would kind of reflect that, but I just don't feel like I can right now. And I just feel the need to just kind of talk to you. I don't know. I guess, I need to try to find a way to organize my thoughts, and that's a big part of the problem is with these issues. It's really difficult to organize one's thoughts and keep them organized and keep them focused on positive things and moving forward when your brain is constantly being hijacked by traumatic events and memories and thoughts, and you have zero control over them, but they keep on coming and you don't know how to alleviate them or make them go away or get around them, because intellectually right, but emotionally there's no control there. It's just wall to wall shit. Like I visualize it as in Ghostbusters 2, in the subway, underneath the underground, the river of slime that was beneath New York and making everybody, angry and all that shit. That's kind of how it feels like in my head. It's, just wall to wall, negative shit. And it's hard to get past that. So, anyways, I just don't know what else to say or do right now other than just be grateful that I'm able to do this on my phone, and I'm hopefully connecting to some people, and I appreciate, Robert and Michael, you guys checking me out and listening to me. I mean, I'm kind of rambling and everything. I will tell you, as this webcast grows, if I continue to do it, things are gonna start tightening up and getting to be where I need them to be, where I know they should be professionally. But I have to let this, as Frankie says, I have to do it my way. And I have to let it go my way, and I have to let it grow in its own way, so it becomes this true entity, this true life of its own creation, where I'm here, I'm just the vessel, and the creativity, the connection, everything I have is, I just put it out there, and hopefully other people can connect. I mean, I really don't know what the goal or the full vision or the future of this is. I just right now am doing what I feel I need to do. So I apologize if that seems scattered, or if it's, if I'm, redundant and saying the same shit over and over again. It's part of my process of organizing my thoughts and feeling that I'm being heard and I'm understood. And that's hard, and it's hard when you don't, when you don't get that on a day-to-day basis. That, I mean, I could tell you there are times I feel like I just, I'm speaking another fucking language. Like, am I speaking Latin? Is everybody around me just completely deaf and dumb? I don't get it, because there are times where, my analogy is I can feel like I'm sitting in a room, standing in a room full of people, crowded people, and I'm jumping up and down, screaming my head off, and not one fucking person notices me. And it's the most frustrating feeling on the planet. Hey Steve, thanks for joining. So it's it sucks. And today's just the last several days. Like I said, I've been able to keep it together and focus and keep doing, keep playing music and keep doing what I do. Because that's helpful and that's what makes me happy. But today that's just not working at all. I don't know really what else to say. There are other things I can share. I don't know that I want to right now, or I'm really ready to. And it's, if you kind of think of the grand scheme of things here, going live on social media and sharing your pain and sharing your your shit, could backfire in a way, in a really bad way. And I don't mean, with friends or anything. I mean, somebody thinks you're at risk or something, and then they will go make a phone call or do something, and bam, before you know it, you're Baker acted and locked up and all that shit. So it's it's really difficult to be able to, and it shouldn't be that way. I should be able to freely express myself, and without fear of repercussions, or without fear of being dragged off and locked up just because I'm sharing, I'm talking. The whole thing is I'm reaching out to talk to people so I feel better. So how does that make sense to Baker act somebody or do something like that to somebody when they're obviously trying to get help and doing the best they can do, right? So, that's another story for another time, but it's, you kind of, I'm trying to gauge where safety is, what's safe to talk about here and who's safe to talk about it with. And so far, I see you guys and I appreciate you guys are being there. And so it's, I do feel safe. And as you have seen from my music videos, I hope, over the last 4 days, just how much my confidence has increased just by being able to play for you live, and feeling that safety, and not that I was going to be put down or ridiculed or anything like that, because that's something that I struggle with every day, because that's something I've dealt with my entire life, is feeling, is just being put down and bullied and treated like, I'm worthless, no talent, all that stuff, I know, and many people go through that. I get it. I really do. And I hope most people, more people share that. I'm sharing it because if I don't get it out, then I'm going to lose my fucking mind. So I need to talk. I need to, play. I need to perform every day. It doesn't matter whether it's on, I'm as an on-air personality in radio and television, or being on stage playing my music, or being on here playing music, whatever. It just, you need to, I need that feeling. I need to be able to connect with people and perform and do what I need to do. So But anyhow, I appreciate your time. Thanks, guys. And hopefully, I'll have another video, one a little bit more upbeat, with some new music, some new pieces I'm working on coming up, either tonight or tomorrow. So we'll see. But thanks again for listening and tuning in. I appreciate it. You can also find me on YouTube, and as I build this webcast up, you'll be able to find these webcasts on other platforms out there. And I'll keep you posted on that. I'm kind of doing this, like I said, I'm throwing out the rule book of broadcasting and just doing this as I feel it, just keeping it organic and just doing what I feel I need to do at the moment. So I appreciate you bearing with me, and sooner or later this shit's gonna be rocking, I hope. So I appreciate your comments, I appreciate your support, and if you have anything, I would love for you to share your story or some of your struggles if you feel safe enough to do so. I mean, that's what I want to create, this place where everyone can share openly what their struggles are, or what they're dealing with in their day-to-day life, or how they triumph over those struggles, and how they get to be to a place where they're happier, they're safer, they're healthier, and that's what I want. So I guess that's it for now. So peace out, and I will talk to you dudes later. So metal. Oh yeah, and don't forget to check out my band, Level the Planet. Dude, seriously, I am going to be fucking pumping that shit every opportunity. Level the Planet. We're on Facebook. You can buy our EP. You can download our EP. You can steal our music anywhere you can. Okay, Level the Planet and our EP, and check us out. I play bass and piano. And for the love of God, I cannot wait for this quarantine to be over with so we can freaking go back out and play, because not playing, not performing is seriously rotting my soul. I mean, it's like shriveling up and turning black and nasty and all that shit. It's just really bad. Anyways, all right. Trying to end on a funny note. I always have to add some levity there, otherwise it'll just, otherwise, it can't be that depressing. So, thanks, dudes. Appreciate you guys. Love you all. And again, please feel free to share, follow, and especially comments. Let me know what you're dealing with, so we can connect. Just want to say hi. And if you want to share, something you like, something that you like that I've been talking about, or some music that I've been working on or playing, whatever it is, I just want to connect. So for the last time, bye, peace out, and I'll talk to you soon. Ciao.